Oh, this cord is in the way. Stay out of the way. Do you just sometimes ever wonder what you'd look like from the outside of doing a thumbnail? Because I feel dumb. Hey guys, it's Whitney. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a quick, short, sweet video about my TBR for the Reading Rush. I went back and forth on if I was actually going to participate in the Reading Rush at all, formerly Booktubeathon, if you don't know that. I do usually participate in it, even if it's just sort of like low-key. I've never been able to do like the video challenges, the daily video challenges, and the main reason I never actually did them is just because there was always someone home, and I don't like filming when people are home, but that's beside the point. This video is about a TBR, not about everything else. So as per usual, the Booktubeathon, I'm gonna keep calling it that, I swear to God. As per usual, the Reading Rush has 7 challenges, and the biggest goal is to try and read 7 books in 7 days. So I managed to make all the challenges fit into these 3 books, which is good for me because one of them was on my tabletop TBR list, and I still have another one from that list that I need to read. And it's, I sort of kind of got it on this TBR, but I know myself, and I know that 7 books really isn't doable for me, but I did go ahead and pick out a book for each challenge, even though I have got it down to where they can all be these 3, just in case I, by some miracle, manage to finish these 3 or need to change one out for whatever reason. I need my list. The first challenge is to read a book that is the same color as your birthstone or that matches your birthstone. My birthstone is a diamond, so that's kind of hard, but I did find one, and it is The Light Between Worlds, which is one that I kind of bought on a whim. At one point, it is so shiny, and the lettering is like this shiny silver, so I guess it counts. It's as close as I can get. This shines like a diamond, okay? The next challenge is to read a book that starts with the word the. That's pretty easy, right? It's easy for me, but I guess depending on what you read, maybe it's not so easy. So for this challenge, I can actually double up and say The Light Between Worlds, but I went ahead and chose some others because I have The Killing Moon by N.K. Jemisin still on my tabletop TBR list that I need to get through. And I also picked a manga for if I'm struggling, and that is The Seven Princes of the Thousand-Year Labyrinth. The third challenge is to read a book that inspired a movie that you've already seen. And I think this is a nice twist on the challenge that we have gotten a couple of times, and that is to read a movie adaptation. Read a book to movie adaptation. I can't words today, don't mind me. For this one, I chose How So Many Ways by Dana Wynne Jones. I chose this one because I love Howl's Moving Castle, and I think that the trilogy or the 3-book companion series of the Howl's Moving Castle, I don't know which one's first, to be perfectly honest with you, but I've read Howl's Moving Castle and I really liked it. I really love the movie, and I think that this might be a little bit cheating, but I don't care because it's my TBR and I can do what I want. I say it counts because it is related to Howl's Moving Castle, and that is a movie that I have seen that was inspired by the book. Counts, my dudes. The fourth challenge is one that I'm having a little bit of trouble with because I'm not sure how to go about it without it feeling like I'm cheating, and that is to read the first book that you touch. So with that being said, I'm either gonna have my partner lay out the books that I've chosen in this TBR and have me touch one so that I don't know what it is, which is fair to me. Or if we're out, you know, grocery shopping or doing whatever and we end up by a bookstore, maybe I'll run in and I'll close my eyes and I'll pick something that seems scary, because whatever I land on could be really big, and this is a readathon, so we don't read large books in readathons most of the time, so that one's still kind of up in the air. If I'm able to do the vlog like I want to, I'll be able to let you guys know what I end up choosing. The fifth challenge is to read a book completely outside of your house, and this prompt didn't go over very well when it was first announced because pandemic time, but I do have a backyard and I could do it there, but I honestly don't want to die of a heat stroke, and I was told that we could kind of, because of the pandemic and the excessive heat, we could kind of manipulate this to work for us. So what I have chosen to do is read Felix Ever After, and I am going to be reading this on audiobook because I have access to the audiobook. And to read outside of my house, I'm actually going to read this on my commute to and from work, possibly while I'm at work if I'm having to do something that doesn't take a lot of brain power. The 6th challenge is to read a book in a genre that you've always wanted to read more of. And for me, there are two. There are more than two, but these are the two that come to mind. The first one, so that I can double up, is middle grade, which would be The House of Many Ways. And the other one is horror, which I don't read a lot of. And for that, I would read The Only Good Indians, which is a new release that I just got, and I'm so freaking excited about this one. But honestly, like, there are no promises that I'm gonna get to this one during the readathon. It's just like, if I'm in the mood and I want to take a chance, I might pick this one up. And the last prompt is to read a book that takes place on a different continent than you are in. I don't know, this prompt just feels like worded funny to me for some reason. I don't know. But for this one, I can triple up on a challenge and I can do The Light Between Worlds again. It is set in World War I London? World War II London? Honestly, I'm not sure. Just in the past, it's like historical. But either way, it is set in London. And for my second choice, if I have the time, because I want to read it anyway, I got the Shades of Magic, Steel Prince, The Rebel Army. This is the 3rd graphic novel in this series. And I think there are 4 of them total, or they're going to be. And technically, the Shades of Magic world was in an alternative magical London. So this one can't be too far off from that. It's got to not be in the United States, if nothing else. But those are all of the challenges. If you guys are going to be participating, please leave a link to your TBR if you did one in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys next time.